Okay. Also, it's fine that I'm down here. Um, yeah. Welcome back to Tunic. Um, how do I open this specific window? Yes, I basically forgot the controls. That's not the one I need. Oh, oh, that's okay. Um, mm, right. So, hmm. Oh, that's not. So as we can see, the stats on the bottom right are all golden. So basically what happened, we basically fought the end boss, but we lost. That was scripted, by the way. And we, well, died. And found ourselves in a carbon copy of the real world as a ghost. Hopping off from stream, sometimes see you. Thank you so much for your noise. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Take care. Bye bye. And we are basically dead. We are a ghost. And yeah, we had to obtain back our stats. And as the golden things there indicate, it means we have now all stats. There's another question. And the other question is the instruction booklet. This one. Okay, the game is kind of nice of explaining me the long input pattern. That's nice. Okay. Also that one. So let's see. We have to go to the very front. So yeah, this is our end boss, by the way. Which I think is our predecessor, ancestor, whatever. What I'm wanting to know is something about stats. This here. Interesting. It's interesting in the fact because it only shows us 3 upgrade paths. But the coins and the well is going to 5. Hmm. And this is related. And it's just showing us. Huh. In other words, we have already obtained more stats than it was possible in the beginning. My question is this the max stats that we can have? Because there are like two things now. There are now two things. So on one side, I know that this is giving us currency. This is a buff item. This is a buff item. This regenerates mana. This regenerates health. This is a distraction puppet that works, I'm not sure, on bosses. I think this is either a frost explosion bottle or a mana refill potion. This is a bomb that causes fire. These are just firecrackers. They act like a bomb, but they don't set things aflame. Then we have these cards, which we, in all honesty, don't know what they do. I have these in because I looked it up. So I'm not entirely sure what all of these mean. I would have to look it up again. We definitely have found all the necessary side tools. We have a shield, we have the lamp. The one thing I see is that we are missing the blue seal. Yeah, and we have this. Right, that's the targeting system. Here's our shield. I mentioned this before when I played the game, but I feel like my biggest gripe with the game is that I only can put 3 items into the 3 buttons. So if you're wondering, if you look at the top right, sword, firecracker and the fire staff is basically corresponding with left button, top button, right button. And I mentioned it before, but I would have liked to have like a button that I could press and hold. For example, R1, because R1 has no function. And then it would switch to a secondary layout with 3 items I can define. And the reason I criticize this is because, like, right now I have only attack stuff in those. But if I'm sorry, R1 is actually our healing pods, so ignore that. But let's say I could press one of the 4 digital directions, you know? You have the digital pad where you can press like up, down, left, right. So if I could put a like a loadout on each direction, then in a fight I could switch between these loadouts. That would help a ton. And yeah. It annoys me because, like, when you are in a fight with the boss, there's constantly action going on. And while you fight the boss, and then you have to do this, go there, press the button, close it again, is so much time that I feel like it's not enough to do so in a boss fight. which is annoying, to say the least. So yeah, based on this, it would mean that we need to defeat the final boss. But it also says like we are missing the blue seal, which is weird because I wouldn't know where the blue seal would be. The access to each area in the like in the ghost world where we reside right now is limited. We cannot go to every place as when we were alive. So it's a good question. This, by the way, is the final puzzle here. Like the cathedral, see this 13 steps. It's basically like telling you how to get there. And you can only do this if you defeat the final boss. Because there's a true final ending. There's a true final ending in the game that is hidden behind this last huge puzzle. And then there's this door. And I think this door is the final passage we need to go through. Right, it actually says what it is. Aura's Gem. Aura's Gem? I don't actually completely remember. The braces reduce the stamina loss when you block. The perfume has actually a different meaning. The orange power ring and cyan power ring, I know they increase damage or defense depending if you are low HP. So they only kick in if you are in trouble. I really like I really like that they made this effort to create this manual that is written in a language we do not understand. But some stuff is understandable. As far as I know, when we defeat the boss, we can finally read everything. But I like that they also did this, you know? Like they wrote into the manual like their own notes. I like that they did that, which is really amusing. Okay. But in all honesty, I'm kind of lost because I don't know where to go. Oh, wait. I actually do remember where we need to go. But my question is, do I need the blue seal first before I go there? Or is this just an indication that we are in the blue seal right now? That's the thing I don't quite understand. Where's my map? I need the map. There we go. So we need access to a teleportation device, and I think we can do it from the beginning? I think so. So yeah. It would be funny if this charge wouldn't be dependent on stamina. So I think we need to go in here and then defeat the boss. I think that's what we need to do. And I know I talked like a lot about the game and whatever. It's just like a catch up and getting back into the mindset of the game, because I had quite a break from it at the moment. And before I attempt this boss, I have to take a short break, so I will be back in like 2 minutes because, hey, I also need a toilet break. So don't run anywhere. I will leave you with this wonderful music. I mean this one. So I will be right back. And I'm back. Good that I set a stream marker beforehand. Didn't. Okay. You know, last time we fought the end boss, he literally, she killed us because we actually barely did any damage. And she did like a ton of damage. So my best hope is oh, good changed something there. Oh. Okay, here's my shield. What? We have a parry? Didn't know. That's actually not so easy to time. Yeah, nice swing around. Okay, that looks more manageable. I said. Ow. Yeah. I already don't like it. Why did she break down? There's a lot of dodging. Yeah, that's the autocritic I have. Like this, the focus, you need to hold the button to have the focus. And I prefer to lock into a focus, you know? And you can't. And that is annoying. Okay, let's see. Normal swings. Okay. She has normal swings, but she also has huge arcs. So, dodging into her if she comes in with a big swing is not the solution. It is not the solution because she tracks us, so therefore we're getting damaged if we charge into her. I'm not a fan of the triple explosion because you have to dodge these rings, which is really shitty. We do damage her, which is good. Like last time we fought her, we barely did any damage. Now we do. Let's see. I also don't like when she shoots 3 times at us. Though you can dodge them, you could also block them, I think. It's very dodge heavy, the fight. I don't know how much damage the fire staff is going to make. I can try it. The thing that I shouldn't do is keeping the dynamite in there, because sure, the downside is that the game is not gonna give me the dynamites back. The crackers, not the dynamite. the game is not gonna give me that back if I use it. Which is one of the things I feel really annoyed by. Yes, you can buy new ones from the merchant. Problem is, you will not get many enemies in this world, so you will be limited by that. Let's try this again. I'll keep this set up. Let me see. How do I want this set up? I want this here. I'm still amazed we still have the stick at this point, which I don't quite understand why, but so it is. Let's try this setup. I need to keep the focus on the boss. Problem is, my mind wants to damage the boss. But this boss is actually a endurance fight. The worst part is I fear that she is a two-face boss, and I honestly hope that is not the case. Oh, I have a focus that is. That's quite fast. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah. Okay, that was a lot better. That was a lot better, and she entered an additional phase. Yeah, that is good. So I understand now how to dodge most of it. But also I understand that I can block most of it. I just have to be careful about my stamina. That last half is not so nice with the explosions. But now the first half of the battle is more or less understandable and dealable, I feel like. The one thing I need also to utilize is my staff. But I feel like I'm probably better off to use the staff in the second half of the battle, I think. Okay. Okay, you can kill me. That's the weird part. Why did she fall on her knees when she defeated me? I wonder. This gives me like the vibe of that she had to take upon a responsibility she didn't want it to. And she's linked to me because she's maybe even related to me. And all she, like, it gives me the vibe of like, what if the sword itself is like kind of a cursed sword that forces people into doing things, but will free you if you getting defeated by a descendant of your family? And that's why she breaks down, because now she's like gonna stay like that for longer time. I don't know, it's not yet explained, but yeah, it's kind of strange. That's okay. 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 So staying away from her is still key. The ridiculousness is that her sword is so big, and I feel like the sword is actually like getting blocked by our shield, but at the same time we still take damage because of the size of that thing. Not entirely sure. Whee! Yeah, I don't like when she's doing that. This is the moment where you stop being annoying. Sure. Just cheat. This is the annoying part. She can cover so much distance with this shit. That's the really shitty part. Like, she just charges maybe the same distance that I do, but because her sword is so huge, she literally just covers twice the distance. Well, twice is maybe a little bit exaggerated, but like, I dodge away for 100% and she charges after me and starts a swing with her sword, which basically means she covers like 150% of the distance I charge. And yeah, that's not cool. I also got distracted by my own dead body, which is weird, considering we are dead, and yet there's also our body. But it's strange. Okay, now you start that shit. Oh, come on. She becomes so annoying in the second phase. Like, the first half is dealable. I also noticed that staying near her is better than staying away from her. It gives me more chances to damage her. It gives me more chances to damage her if I stay near her. In the second phase, however, it can be annoying to stay near her because of the pink attack, energy attack she's doing. She's also becoming faster in the second part. I kind of want to put the chili on there. Also, I haven't tried the fire staff yet. Mostly I'm very concentrated on dodging, blocking, and spamming attacks. Also, I just noticed that I'm basically dead. You dirty spammer. Can't charge because I don't have stamina. And that's all my heals gone. That's basically done. I don't like the fact that she can literally damage through my shield. Like, not because my shield has no stamina to reflect attack. Well, not reflect, but block. I just don't like that her hitbox literally can skip the blocking. That's kind of shit. No, I can stand in front of her and she does an attack with the sword. I literally block it, and the game goes like, you blocked it, and you didn't. And I'm like, cool. Why do I block then, if the game is not blocking? And I'm not entirely sure if this is intentional, or this is a programming problem. I just feel like kind of scammed when I literally block an attack and then I still get hit by it. So I'm not the happiest about that. Are you already doing that attack? Wow. See that? Like that specific attack, when she does the overhead attack, it just says like, fuck you. Like, cool. So, she has one attack that is not blockable. And it is one of those attacks that she's using a lot. That's shitty. And yes, I'm bitching about this fight because, like, I bitched about a few boss fights. I especially bitched about the librarian fight, which was a pain. And don't misunderstand me, I like the game. The game is really good. It's just a few instances where enemies appear, or I had like several, at least like 2 boss fights, where I feel like the game suffers from a bad design, game design. Oh, cool. Good job, I didn't block. Good job, I didn't block. Oh, come on, you dirty spammer. Okay, that basically does no damage to her, but keeps her away. Interesting. Okay. Don't give me a phase 2. You bastard. Oh, come on. And now I'm losing completely my motivation to do this boss fight. Oh, no. Like, it's already a pain to go through the first phase. The only reason I managed just now to get her into phase 2 is because her AI bugged out. Like, she literally stopped attacking and was just dodging me. That sometimes happens. This is not the first instance I experienced this with a boss. For me, that is good. because it means I can defeat the boss. But oh no, her having a second phase was kind of to be expected. But why is it this kind of phase? You know? Like, the normal attacks are okay, but a charging attack that opens up a rift, that is just plain shit. Because it lowers my max HP if I get in contact with it. And I have to defeat her for an entire boss bar again. Ugh. And yes, when I start bitching about the boss fight, I'm annoyed by it. Why? Like, a second phase, okay. But forcing me to avoid a charge because otherwise my max HP is getting lowered. That is shit. That is so shit. I'm not a fan. Very much not a fan. I will be honest, I also don't like the fact that I have to defeat the last boss to actually be able to finish the last puzzle. I would have loved to do the puzzle before the final boss. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Thank you, Bob. Streamer is a little bitch. Yes. I'm a little bitch when I'm confronted with challenges in games that I feel like are going to be difficult for me. Oh. That's even more cool, bro. The thing that pisses me off the most is not actually the boss fight itself. The one thing that pisses me off the most is that other streamers finished this game. They defeated this boss. And they are certainly on the same skill level as I am, if not below that. And that pisses me off the most. That I have the knowledge of, like, hey, other people on the similar skill level or even below you finish this game and I fail. And this should be actually my motivator to not simply give up. But I have a hard time to not give up. And I cannot tell you because I cannot tell if this is just me not want to try or it is a problem of motivation. Because the thing you have to understand is like my general average motivation is lower than most people. It's not because I don't want to be motivated, but there is a potential that this factor plays into the point that I get far more fast frustrated with specific challenges in games where I feel like this is possible, I should be able to do this, other people did this, who were on a similar scale in skill or even less than that. And I just lose so fast my motivation to keep going, despite that I know, don't take it as an insult, it's a learning process. You do this, you learn from it, and then you try to repeat the same thing without doing the same mistakes. And I admire people who can do that easily. You go like, oh, cool. It's not really. Best. This is not the best. This is not the best. Oh. Yeah, kill me. See, the problem is, in the first phase, literally, like, in the first phase, you shouldn't, you should either not heal at all, or at best, like, once. Because the second phase is going to cost you a lot of more HP than the first one. Can I send me a gamer who has like the willpower and motivation to just simply ignore everything and go like, hey, cool, yeah, let's try it again. I want to absorb that. I want to have that. Cool. Already lost my motivation to continue this match. I really don't want to. Like, I already took so stupid amounts of damage for nothing. The next thing that pisses me off is that I always have to walk this distance to the boss. It's such a useless time loss. I wish the game would just simply start me off right away into the boss fight, or at least spawn me here. Like, spawn me right here. What the heck? Okay. Got that shit. Yeah, that's also shit. Oh great, so we're doing this. Eh. Welcome to second phase, where I'm gonna die instantly. Of course, now it's everything over the top. How does the game expect me to do this? How is the game even expecting me to do this? Not only the charge leaves void, not only the charge leaves like a void rift, no, there is now a sword attack that also causes void damage. Are you kidding me? I'm having so much fun. This makes me sad. It makes me sad because I really like this game. And it's getting ruined by the fact that I'm not good enough to finish this boss. And this makes me so sad. It's not even the game's fault. I can basically see the guides for this boss fight and go like, oh yeah, just handle it like Gwyn. I can see that if you parry this boss, like constantly, that this boss becomes easy. But timing parries is actually not easy. Also, just so you understand, like this is holding me holding the button is blocking. This is me double tapping. So, as you can see, 1, 2. One. As you can see, the parry function is literally not reactive. You know, like I have to compare this to Dark Souls. There's nothing better to compare to. So if you parry in Dark Souls, you basically hold the shield up and then you press another button. So all in all, you basically look at your enemy as they swing their weapon as you hold up the shield. And in reaction to what the enemy is doing, you can press a button to instantly react to this. Now, compare this to this game, where this is not the case. I have to double press my shield button. In other words, this takes like, I would say 1.5 seconds to react. And the difference between 0.5 or less seconds to react to an attack to parry and 1.5 is a massive difference. That makes this parry here so much more harder to parry. The other thing is, I also don't understand when to parry. So, do I focus and double tap my parry if I see the enemy is raising their sword over their head? Is that my time to parry? See, now I tried just to parry. I didn't try anything else. I tried to see when do I parry. But apparently parry also is dependent on the attack. Because you saw her doing like this last swing, right? And I'm not sure if I failed the parry. Like, I didn't see if I actually parried or if the timing of the parry was off. Which now gives me the idea that if she's doing a swing from my view, from the right to the left side, that I cannot parry that. I don't know if this is true. But this last example gave me the impression of that. Parrying is nice since you can input 3 attacks. 2, 4, 2, 5. When she's going into this mode, it's really weird. because she just keeps dodging. Like, the first phase... Like, the first phase is kind of dealable. I just don't like the random bullshit that happens from time to time. And the second phase I like not at all, in any shape or form. Because now in the second phase I have to predict when she's doing a charge. And then there was one specific attack when the sword is also doing void damage. Which makes the second phase an absolute pain. Yeah, that is... The thing is, I don't understand. I think she's doing exactly the same moveset before the 3 energy balls drop on the stage as when she's doing the triple forward energy attack. And that sucks. 1 second. And that sucks because you cannot differentiate it. As far as I think, I don't have actual proof of it. One second. Like, I'm not convinced that it is the same, but it might be. The problem is, if it's the same movement, then it's hard to tell which of the 2 attacks is going to drop. But because, like, the overhead attack is only partially blocked, the energy triple attack forward is only partially blocked. So what you literally see is like, walk to the right, stay near her and walk to the right. I don't like when she's doing that. Yeah, this attack is so garbage because it hits you in the back. Also, she instantly follows up with an attack after these 3 drop, which is extremely annoying. And now she's doing it twice, which she has never done before. And now I was distracted by my dead body and I wanted to pick it up. You see, the problem is if your motivation drops to do something, then your concentration drops. Your entire mindset drops. You don't put 100% anymore into it because you go like, I already know how this is going to end. And you're just casually playing. You don't try to win, you're just going in for another loss. And I hate this mindset, but it is a mindset that comes easily up as soon as I'm getting frustrated with a game. And it sucks. I should ignore it. I know. I also hate when she's doing this attack. I hate this tracking. I hate this tracking. This is so bullshit. The tracking is so bullshit. You know, it's basically like giving the NPCs the same target function that I have. Except they never lose focus on tracking. I have to hold a button. Yeah, I know I can press R3, but apparently this doesn't hold every time. Like it, for random reasons, loses focus. And I don't get it why. It makes no sense. And this second phase is bullshit. There was no reason to include Void in the boss fight. There was 0 reasons to do that. They only did it to make it artificially more difficult. You know, I'm actually irritated when I have autofocus because it's so different from this. Here I'm like in the fight, and here I have overview of the fight because I'm auto-tracking her. And now it irritates me. I have no fun in this fight. Zero fun. It's just frustration over frustration. It sucks. It sucks. I want the mindset of just stepping over this dumb shadow of caring. I shouldn't care. Stop caring. Ah. This tracking pisses me off. I already lost my motivation, like the point where I see like, cool, I drank 3 potions for nothing. And she's doing this bullshit that she's not doing usually. It's like, ah. And the worst part is, you are watching this. And I'm like, why would you watch this? Why? I'm getting pissed off. I have no fun. Why would you have fun watching me not having fun? I'm not one of those streamers who's like, I'm going to punish myself on stream for the fun of others. Like, some people are really good at this, and nothing wrong with that. But I become bitchy. I'm getting frustrated, I'm becoming extremely annoyed and bitchy. And I already have taken so much damage for nothing. This deals a decent amount of damage, but since I can only use it 4 times, that's basically more wasteful than actually doing anything with it. I can imagine that you can freeze her with this, but to what attempt? You know? It's the same thing. Like, for me, who plays like a ton of Smite, which is a PvP game, you see, when I play Smite, I play it at my own pace, in my own way. To some degree, some people tell me that I play too passively, but the problem is, like, if I turn my passive, like my medium I call it a medium passive, like I'm not fully passive, but when I play the game like how I feel I wanna play the game, people tell me like, you are too passive, and then I'm like, yeah, but you know what? If I go aggressive, I go like full aggressive. Like, I literally stop caring too much about the situation. I just go in and try to kill. And it always kills me in return. And here's the same thing. I want to be very aggressive here, but at the same time, I shouldn't. Because she's instantly punishing me for it. I hate it. Excuse it? Excuse it? What just happened? 3 seconds ago, did she shoot her sword? Did I reflect the sword? I didn't even understand what was going on. Huh. Cool. As much as I hate to say this, but I will think about to finish this game or not. It sucks. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm just getting more and more frustrated. And the more I'm getting frustrated, the worse I will be playing. It sucks.